One day, Julia takes a friend to her family's lab to see the drugs being made. However, while she's in the restroom, her friend steals dozens of bottles of the drug. He sells them for a lot of money. Taking this drug makes people feel euphoric, but it's highly addictive. But over time, one's body can go out of control until one dies of a heart attack. Julia's friend dies in front of her before he can spend the money he's earned. As the number of deaths increases, more and more people protest outside the lab. Julia's stepfather has to suspend the sale of this drug. Julia goes home and asks her mother if this drug was produced by her late father. However, Anna is in such a poor mental state that she can't answer her question. Late at night, Anna suddenly remembers that her deceased husband strongly opposed the drug being put on the market. But after his death, Victor took over the lab and launched the drug, making a lot of money. Apparently, the only beneficiary of Julia's father's death was Victor. Turns out Victor was the one who deliberately set up the car accident that killed Julia's father. Anna doesn't realize that her husband's death is related to Victor until there are so many deaths caused by taking the drug. She's extremely angry and wants to drive Victor out of her house and the lab. Instead, Victor smears her for having a panic attack and confines her to a mental institution. After hearing this from her stepfather, Julia doesn't doubt it, because she knows her mother has been in a very bad mental state recently. The next day, she goes to the hospital. The doctor tells her that her mom has a history of depression, alcoholism, and other mental illnesses. As soon as Anna sees Julia, she gets emotional and tells her to stay away from her stepfather and boyfriend. Your stepfather killed your father, and your boyfriend is a liar. You'll get hurt if you don't break up with him. But Julia thinks her mom's having a mental episode and leaves in fear. Nevertheless, she still has doubts about her father's death. She finds the leader of the protesters and asks him to help investigate these incidents. She doesn't trust her stepfather, so she makes up an excuse about getting scar, removal surgery, and moves out. Emmanuel personally escorts her to the hospital, waiting for tomorrow's operation. But the next day, instead of the surgery, a devastating blow lands. Anna's friend tells her, "Your mother was found dead, and your boyfriend is a suspect in your mother's murder and has been arrested." Julia thinks it makes no sense. How could her mom have gone to her boyfriend's house? Dolores has no choice but to tell her all the truth. Your mom paid Emmanuel to be with you, hoping to teach you what love is, so that your relationship with your mom would ease. But then your mom got jealous because Emmanuel was a gigolo who had served your mom for years. Hearing this, Julia's entire worldview shatters into pieces.